You're still watching TVC News at 7. Let's turn our attention to business. President Bola Tinubu has disclosed plans to unlock the value of Nigeria's vast public assets to optimize and double the country's gross domestic product. Vice President Kashim Shettima, who represented the president, disclosed this at the inaugural Public Wealth Management Conference organized by the Ministry of Finance, incorporated with the theme Championing Nigeria's Economic Prosperity in Abuja. The Vice President also stated that to increase foreign exchange liquidity, federal government has the plan to raise at least 10 trillion or 10 million US dollars and grow the economy.
Higher returns from public enterprises will provide crucial funding for education, healthcare, housing, power, roads, and other areas vital to lifting millions out of poverty. We will stimulate the various sectors for sustainable economic development while maximizing job creation for our youth. I must emphasize that this mandate is not just about increasing government revenues. More significantly, the optimization of the performance of public assets will catalyze inclusive and sustainable growth that creates jobs and prosperity.
We have a 10-year strategic plan that has been designed to shape and direct our steps for the next 10 years. So we're very clear in our mind what our direction of travel is. We have an organization that has professionals that have been hired from different sectors of the economy to join in delivering this, because this is a mandate that requires unique skills, people who are experienced to be part of this journey.
Once you have shown what assets you have, it will be obvious for the market, for the world, that you are a very wealthy country and you have put in place a governance structure which is MOFI, which has no political encumbrance, but it actually feels and smells like a commercial vehicle and will be able to create this fiscal space for the people.
We've updated now to full-stack collaboration among stakeholders and facilitate the best practices in maintaining or managing public assets. Ministry of Finance Incorporated has launched a 100 billion naira project preparation fund to stimulate investment in Nigeria. The conference, which was declared open by Vice President Kashim Shettima, had in attendance the group chairman of United Bank of Africa PLC, Mr. Tony Elumelu, and other top officials in the public and private sectors of the economy. Speaking at the Public Wealth Management Conference in Abuja, Mr. Elumelu commended the effort of the MOFI for bringing a private sector mindset to the stewardship of public assets to build a more inclusive and sustainable economy. The UBA Group Chairman emphasized the need to achieve socio-economic development, set strategic intent of corporate governance, and continuously review the operating environment to identify and mitigate emerging portfolio risk. He also calls on every young entrepreneur to create a new generation of Afri-capitalists. Now, the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria says it is working with the National Assembly and relevant bodies to raise the capitalization of the bank from the current amount of 2.5 billion naira. The outgoing managing director, Mr. Amadu Haman, said this at the handing over ceremony following the appointment of Mr. Shehu Usman Osidi by President Bola Tinubu in Abuja. As part of efforts aimed at repositioning Nigeria's housing sector, President Bola Tinubu has approved the appointment of Mr. Shehu Osidi as the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria. The objective is to fully prepare the sector for optimal delivery of affordable houses to Nigerians, thereby creating job opportunities for citizens. It's in light of this that the outgoing managing director of the bank, Mr. Amadu Haman, at the handing over ceremony to the new management of the bank under the leadership of Mr. Shehu Osidi, highlighted some of the achievements recorded during this tenure.
That for the first time in 2023, the NHF collection for the bank exceeded the 100 billion mark. This is the first time in the history of the bank that the annual exceeded 100 million. We had also developed new loan products targeted at the informal sector, who are also new contributors to the NHF scheme.
In his speech, the new managing director of the bank says he will run a transparent and open-door policy while soliciting cooperation and teamwork from all members of staff of the bank to achieve its mandate.
I understand the importance of teamwork and the pressure in achieving our traditional goals. Now more than ever, as we navigate the complexities of our industry and strive to meet the evolving needs of our stakeholders, it is imperative that we stand together as a cohesive team. I am committed to running an open, transparent, and accountable administration in an atmosphere where teamwork, innovation, professionalism, excellence, and staff well-being shall thrive.
Mr. Shehu Sidi, before his appointment, was the Chief of Staff to the Minister of Housing and Urban Development and had worked in the bank as a General Manager before this new appointment. Let's take a look at the equities trading for today. The stock market has come down again for the second day in the week as many investors stayed on sales windows. Let's join market editor Ifyong Ekop for more.
For the second day in the week, securities prices got down following massive sales condition initiated by investors. The pressure hit the big banks and crashed their shares prices in mid-trade. Investors with shares at First Bank Holdings, UBA, Zenith, GT Holdings and Access Holdings carried losses on their portfolios. Stockbrokers say that they have received more offers from clients to sell off holdings than bids to buy shares. Eternal Oil was able to record the biggest gain of 6% in late hours of business. Others with marked up prices were Veritas Capital, Keregu Power, Wapco Cement and Airlanix. The volume of traded stocks dropped to 256 million units of shares. Across Africa, stocks markets regained strength as fund managers planned new investment strategies. In Kenya, the Nairobi Exchange closed deals deep in green. There were trade interest in banking and manufacturing stocks. Report says that the Ghana Exchange is preparing grounds for listing of several mining companies. Ifyong Ekop, TVC News, Lagos.